Well, hello everyone. I am here in my new Thumbelina Claire, which is just gorgeous. I love the cover. I love all the daily pages and I'm utilizing them. I'm just doing a week by week to just kind of get the flow, but I went to write something in the planner and it did this little dip. And I know a lot of you are very excited about the amount of pages that the Claire comes with. So there's more ways that you can obviously get some problems solved with this movement here because of that gap between the dailies and the monthlies. It's almost 1/4 of an inch, which is pretty significant, but I've come up with a way in my other planner that I have shown you, but I'm going to do this a little bit differently here. I have my small scout and I've done this for several months. You can kind of see the cardboard here. I've just taken cardboard and covered it and put that in the months that I'm writing on, or one couple in front and of course behind. So this is April and here I am in my March, and it works really well. It doesn't, give it all. It's nice and sturdy to write on. And so I'm going to do that for my new Thumbelina, but instead of using regular cardboard and covering it with paper, I'm going to be using the box it came in. So right off the bat, I have already kind of pre-measured my pages and I know what size they need to be for that cardboard piece. Now, if you're not willing to use the box, you can just use regular pieces of cardboard. And then if you're interested, you can have some of the Laurel Denise wrapping paper. This is actually on clearance right now in the store. I love these pages and they're gorgeous. I'm just trying to save some time by using the box. So that is all I'm gonna say about that. But I love using the wrapping paper, as you saw maybe in my Thumbelina. I love using it in the weekly spreads here. And I'm gonna add a little bit more to it as well. So kind of make this all rounded out and beautiful. Okay, now I have the box and I've just trimmed it along here. All right, now I should have, this should be perfect. Let me move this out of the way. Let me double check. I only wanted one that was a full length. This one has the fun little logo on the back. So when I put it here, it should fit just about right. And once I get it punched, it'll be perfect. So I have just one of the ones that is the small scout. I have this in my stash and it works out just to line this up. But instead of cutting it from this side, I'm gonna flip it over and line it up with the top of here. Now you certainly can use anything to hold that down. I'm just gonna use a clip pretty close to that edge. And now I'm gonna grab my hole punch. Now, obviously, this is punching through a lot. I just do one at a time, and it's going to take some time and a little bit of effort, but the punching, it really isn't that bad. I'm not overly punching. So I do this all the way this direction. If you need to take breaks, that's great. Unfortunately, I just put lotion on right before filming, which never is helpful. It really does work out perfectly. This is the perfect size punch for this. It's so handy. Then I'm going to go ahead and unclip it, and then I'm going to line up my holes yet once again. And it should get me to the edge here if I line up that last hole. That way I'll know that I've done it well. So I'm just lining these up. Again, clipping this. And now I can go ahead and start punching. Now I get to take it off and take a pair of my scissors and just snip this so I can get it onto the rings. Just snip every single one of these holes. And it's not like I'm taking it in and out, I'm just placing it in there and then it's there for the entire month. So it's really not a big deal. I think it's just super cute to have in your planner, and then you can forward plan. The only trouble is forward planning. You just have to flip this back and forth, but it'll really work in the long term. Now, if I did this right, everything should line up from this side all the way down. You might need like a pair of tweezers or something, or a fingernail to push it down in between each one of these. Again, you're not taking it in and out unless you want to, but putting it in for the first time, is a little bit challenging, takes a little bit of time, but after that, it should work out really well. If you had some clear plastic, that would work as well. This is a great place for sticky notes. So if you're forward planning, they just stick right there on that front cover. You can sort and organize and put several. See how it works? You just push down and now it's like rock hard. Now, if you're like, okay, well, I'm going to turn the page and I'm going to plan here and I'm going to have a gap. Well, of course, you need to take this out and just move this behind here once you finish. The only trouble is that when you're forward planning, you just have to move that over and back along with the next month. You have this one here. You can certainly do that. They're not meant for going back and forth constantly, but they really work well to kind of mitigate that gap. And I'll even show you on the side view if this is a problem for you too. You'll just have this side gap and you'll see the edge of that cardboard. Nothing we can do about it, but it really does make a really great place where you can write nice and sturdy. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's quick little tutorial on how to make Claire a little bit more minding of the gap between the cardboard and the 30 days of dailies. Hope you enjoyed today, and I hope to see you over on Patreon or right here on YouTube for the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.